inside in the following corners. He goes past the Gola to the position and running outside. It doesn't look like enough's going to be done, and he goes running outside. Formula Cringe. Surely not into the sweep left-hander. They're not going to go side by side. The teammates are they?
First time I've ever seen two drivers go side by side into that corner.
Before I can do anything to get past Kagoda, it's unbelievable! A 5-second time penalty for Kagoda of all people! Rolaton is the new champion of the world of SFR in Series 4 here.
Welcome back to SFR. I believe we're in round 4. Is it round 4, Julian?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I
It is
needed
round 4.
to think for a second, but yeah.
We've got round 4 in Silverstone, and oh yeah, we got 16 drivers in here. So Q1 is happening. I thought that wasn't gonna happen. Cringe, if you could mute your mic quickly. I think I can hear myself in your mic. Just a little production thing. Weird production thing. Sorry for that. And surprise, an unfortunate surprise is that Torn and Tomo are not here for this week, and you've got me and Julian instead.
Yeah, quite a downgrade, but
yeah, this is a bit of a bummer, but we're gonna be fine hopefully. Before we start watching, I wanna quickly do a little announcement on stream that we are partnering with the Stunt app, which is a social media sports app, and we have a channel in the Discord in the important category called Stunt. I would love everyone to like check out the channel, read everything that's there, like get the app, get on the Stunt Discord, because the more people get interested in Stunt and get their app, get into that Discord, the more friendship points we can get with all these other leagues that are involved, and the main sponsor, which is Stunt, which is that social media app I was mentioning. And we are competing in sort of a league for leagues, because we'll be competing against like 19 other leagues in 2 tiers, most likely. I'm not sure if it's exactly 19, but it's going to be about 19 other leagues across 2 tiers. And we will be racing against them for a bunch of money. The prize pool is $1,500 right now. For this season, the prize pool is set already. We might get a bigger prize pool if people get interested enough. If people go into the Discord, the Stunt Discord, get the Stunt app, participate in the conversation on the Stunt app. So yeah, please check out the Stunt channel on our Discord in the important category, and read my little open letter there. Get the app, get everything. And also, if you're new, please follow this channel, sub this channel. That would be great. Okay, back to the actual racing. I need to like enable my UI and everything. Who should we be paying attention to, Julian? What do you think?
Sambo or Alex are the first two starting a lap. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fast drivers again, of course. So I guess Rulatorn always, but that's Kagoda always. As Alex goes off track there. I'm not sure if he got a track limit there.
Oh, because I'm in keyboard, this is so difficult now because I didn't grab the mini.
Alright, yeah, it seems like he didn't get track limits.
Oh yeah, you can look at the minimap and see if the minimap's red. That's when they get invalidated.
Ah yeah.
If you have full track map on.
Yeah.
Okay, so who was first? Zumble.
Yes.
Zumble's finishing the lap. It's happening. Our first time on the board.
On mediums.
28.5. Oh yeah, on mediums. I believe that's because he just doesn't want to waste softs and just wants to like practice a little bit, you know.
Yeah, fair enough, actually.
I think using people use like mediums and intermediates just to like do like real bankers and not waste socks. I think people do that, right? I
Yeah,
see Cringe
Cookie is
use
doing
intermediates
it.
a lot.
Yeah, same for Cookie now on intermediates to check if everything is alright.
Cookies on intermediates as well. Nice.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he is. Those tires match the car beautifully.
yeah. They
Oh, by
look
the way,
nice.
if anyone in the chat could say if you like the volume or if you dislike the volume that we're on currently, because I don't know what audio we're like, and I trust Cringe to do a good job, but at the same time, it would be nice to get some confirmation from chat as well. And yeah, so what is what's gonna be the battle here in Q1? Because we only have one person being eliminated in Q1, right?
Yeah.
So
mean-
who do you personally expect to be the two people that are like P15, P16 here?
I mean, the
Who are we
Avatari is
watching
quite
for?
a bad car, right? So I
Yep.
think it's difficult. I mean, it's not necessarily difficult to drive, but it's just slow. So I don't think that helps for Ixies and the test wheel. But I expect one of those two to get out, but I'm not sure. Like, a lot can happen, of course.
Okay. So you're saying there's gonna be a fight between the ATs to get out of Q1. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I
Technically the
assume.
worst car, at least according to our evaluation.
Even though Wops might be in some trouble as well. we'll
Whoops, in
see
the
how that-
second worst car, also according to our evaluation.
Yeah.
The Williams is fast on straights. This track is not exactly Las Vegas, but it's got some straights. Williams at a disadvantage in maggots and brackets for sure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That makes some part of sector one. How is Waps doing right now? Waps is losing to Zombo by quite a margin. That appears to just be some banker lap from Waps, right?
Yeah, I think he made a mistake on his first lap, so now he did a second lap on these tires or something. It's not a great lap again, but I don't think it's a fast lap, yeah.
As we see Waps getting to cops now. I'm actually on board with Waps. Not exactly full throttle through cops in that car. That's an interesting little tidbit there that I noticed. My producer in my ear, because this is like a serious TV production now. My producer in the ear telling me he backed out. Very good spot there, Cringe. Thank you. Wab's backing out of that lap. How's Zombo doing? You know if Zombo's on the flyer or no?
I don't think he is. It looks like he hasn't practiced maybe at all, so he's just trying to get the feel of it.
Shots fired.
Especially since they're no, but like maybe he hasn't had the time, you know. So he's just trying to get some laps in on the mediums, and then especially since there's one getting eliminated, he's just hoping that he will be fine on softs later on.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be interesting being in one of those cars that are like not the worst car, but they're kind of hard to drive, and you know that there's only one person being eliminated, but it can mess with your mind. You can be like, oh, am I safe now, or do I gotta do another lap? And you know that
Yeah,
it's just one person, but if that ends up being you, that's like so disappointing.
yeah, true.
There's literally one person. It would be so
And it
weird.
can be anyone. That's the thing. Like, you can think you're safe with for example, Haas or McLaren, but there's a lot of fast guys in here. So
Oh,
Luke
Zumbo
Mills.
diving into the pits. Oh, because he invalidated, I think. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, I'll be right back. I need to close my window. I just realized.
Okay. As Kogoda is, I think, on a lap now. A flying lap. Kogoda, as always, definitely one to watch. One of the faster ones.
I'm back. Yeah, should we watch a lap of Kogoda just for fun? Even though he's not fighting right now for...
He's in sector 3, but it seems like a pretty good lap.
Passing Lennart there. who is on an in lap, I believe. Oh,
Ooh, had a little
Whoa.
bit of a slide there.
yeah, in the middle of this game. So it's a provisional pole anyway, though. Okay. Seems to be fine in terms of getting out of Q1. Probably not in danger.
Yeah.
We have Luke still to set a time.
Taco
Luke
is
one to
starting a
watch.
lap now,
Oh, Taco.
so that's maybe interesting to see.
Oh yeah, Taco might be getting eliminated here. One of the Q1 eliminees in these rounds usually. Not necessarily P20 usually though, so I would be a little surprised if it was Taco, but certainly at risk here.
No.
Oh, by the way, we should note who is like missing. So we have one Alpine missing. So that means that like for your team, Aston Martin, that's pretty good. You're feeling pretty good because Aston Martin is directly competing with Alpine, right?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, FB is missing this race, yeah. So that's perfect for us.
Who else
Aston
we got
Martin.
missing?
Um,
Both Red Bulls are here. Yeah, both Red Bulls. Oh, one of the Mercedes, Big Sauce.
oh, that's
Big
big
Sauce
sauce,
did
yeah.
not get replaced.
And we're missing both of the Alfa Romeos, right?
Yeah, and both Alfa Romeos. Ooh, so that means that Haas is gonna just completely stomp him here. Which, by the way, Taco invalidated the lap, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, indeed.
I can see on this map thing that Taco invalidated. It's unfortunate. Dives into the pits now.
Xyz is on a lap though.
Get different
Oh,
tires.
as he went off a lot there in cops.
And we're on board with Exit. He's going through sector 3 right now. That's Stowe. One of the fun corners, at least in my opinion. And the chicken. He did not cut the chicken. Lots of throttle on the exit there. And Exit sets a didn't improve, right? Did he improve? Went up to P9. I think he
Sure.
improved, yeah. 27.9. How competitive is that?
Lucas on a lap now, last sector. Oh, he's backing out. He's going to start one maybe now?
Luke abandoning the lap there. Technically Luke's in the second worst car, but like such a standout performance this season, so amazing that I'd be shocked if Luke got eliminated.
Yeah, indeed. Like you expect him to be almost in Q3 now, even though
Yeah.
it should be difficult with that car.
Especially with Mercedes missing, because I feel like Luke was kind of dueling Big Sauce some of these races.
Yeah, he
Barely
was.
beating Big Sauce, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Luke is low on fuel, but he's probably conscious of that. He would have prepared for that. So that's
Alex goes up to P9 now.
Ooh.
A lap.
Beating Exit there. Exit definitely in danger of getting eliminated here. And no shade thrown at Exit because he's literally in the worst car on the grid right now. So
No.
that's what I'm referencing. How is Testrol doing in the other worst car? Going into the pits right now. Okay. Never mind that. Alex set a lap. I think we should be watching Luke, I guess.
Yeah.
As Luke goes through Stowe. Testrol retiring? What?
What happened there?
I mean, he was in pits, right? Testrol. I saw Testrol in
Yeah.
pits. So that was
He was, but that's
that was on
weird.
purpose. That was not like.
So he
It's not
thinks
an
he's safe,
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess.
Maybe. I mean, it's also. Yeah, vodka retiring. That's not shocking. That's a normal time. Vodka's not getting eliminated here, but. Oh, I guess everyone above Testrol can retire now, right? So Luke can also abandon that lap. It's just really. Yeah, this is a bit weird because obviously I'm not used to this, like 16 people and one person getting eliminated. But what is happening right now is because we have only 16 people, we only have Zombo, Waps, and Taco fighting to get above Testual in the leaderboard
Yeah.
because he retired at such a weird point. How much time do we have left?
I think it's 3 minutes.
3:30. And I mean there's certainly enough time to set some laps. Waps is gonna be on the hot lap very soon. So we'll be watching it how Waps does. Yeah, Julian, what do you think? What happened there? Tesla just that confident, didn't want to waste any more tires?
Yeah, I assume he's confident that he's making it through, but it's quite a risky move. Because he didn't even try to like go for another lap. I mean, yeah, he probably wants to save some tires, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's that safe though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I just realized that as I was saying that, I guess you don't want to like use up all the tires even if you are gonna get through. And also, is saving tires for the race a thing as well? It is, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking Tesla was just like, hey, if I try too hard here, I'm not gonna have softs for the race. And maybe it is a lot better to have an option of having good softs that are not messed up versus being one position higher, right? Because
Yeah.
there's some like SC stuff that can happen, and that, like, you know, being P16 versus P15, that's not a big deal. That's not gonna make or break your race.
That is true. Yeah.
Testo actually confirming Twitch chat. Thank you, Testo. That's nice. That drivers tune in and watch the stream of them racing. That's kind of fun. We sometimes see Max Verstappen watching the stream, and also Alonso watching the big screens, right? So that's kind of reminiscent of that. Ooh, by the way, Waps.
He did
Waps
improve.
did
I
not
think.
beat Testual. However,
Yeah,
he improved a lot. He improved 6/10.
Yeah. Sambo
So-
on a lap now.
Oh yeah, this is Zombo, right? Shift +5 is the Zombo button for me. Great. That took a while. Oh, I have a magical fairy in my ear telling me that Zombo's previous lap was on mediums. So that means there's a big chance of Zombo improving here on softs.
So then it's
Very
basically
nice
all
insight.
about Taco.
It's all about Taco, and Taco versus
Webs.
Test will... Wait. Oh yeah, Taco versus Waps, because now Tesla is gonna... Tesla beats Waps. Yeah, okay. Ooh, casting is so difficult now. I don't know. Everyone's on vacation, so attendance a little lower today. That could also be felt in the F2 race yesterday, where we had like 8 people. It was pretty bad. However, Taco did a great job yesterday with F2, even with the low attendance. So that was cool. I can also maybe drop a hint now on stream, since we're... Oh, Zombo improves over Waps, like we expected, yep. Now it's time to watch Taco, I guess.
Yeah.
Taco's on a flyer, right?
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say, we will be doing an F1 feeder series kind of soon. I'm just gonna drop a hint now. That's in the works. It's gonna happen in more than a few weeks, so don't hold your breath. But F1 drivers can be excited for more smurfing in the near future.
As
They like
Wobbs
people
gets
performance
beaten
stuff.
here.
Oh yeah, Waps. That's it. Waps
Taco.
is the eliminated car.
I think it was very close as well, so let's have a look at that.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the times. So, scrolling down, we see Waps with a 28.339, Taco with a 28.26. So yeah, Web's winning by slightly more than a tenth. Testool in Twitch chat celebrating, saying, "Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about." So Testool apparently with the 200 IQ play, retiring early in the AlphaTauri and somehow still doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Track evolution? I don't care about that. I don't need that.
But now it's gonna be the question: who's gonna be knocked out in Q2? Because I think the gaps apart from Rulatron were quite close in the midfield. So
Oh yeah. Now it's also less weird because it's a normal Q2 with 15 people where 5 people get
yeah,
eliminated and not one person. Well, definitely gonna be Taco in the crosshairs there as he barely escaped elimination there. Exisha Testual, obviously, the worst car. And who else was? Oh yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to
I think
P12 or whatever.
Sambo and Alex were
Zombo
also
was kind of
quite
close to being
close.
eliminated. Yeah.
Yeah,
At the same time, I feel like maybe Zombo was not trying that hard because of like he knows what car he's in. Like it's a different tier completely, you know. The house.
yeah. It looked like he was just keeping it within the lines and just being safe.
Yeah. Like you can criticize Taco for almost getting eliminated in in technically the third worst car, but at the same time, the McLaren's in the same tier as those other two cars, which is Williams and AlphaTauri. It's not that weird that McLaren is competing with them and sometimes losing.
Yeah.
Whereas Haas is in the higher tier against Alfa Romeo, not present today at all. So that's a shock. Oh, by the way, Max Martin's on vacation, I believe, and Claude actually stepped out last minute as he had some sort of emergency, a health emergency, I think, because Claude said something about not feeling well in the Discord, right? I don't remember clearly, but I'm pretty sure Claude had some sort of last minute thing, so Claude was gonna attend. Yeah, Claude, if you're watching, get well, man.
Yeah, get well soon.
I don't think he's watching. I think I would have said something in chat by now.
Probably.
Anyway, we're gonna be watching Testrol as he's already on a flyer. That was quick. Let's go on board with Testrol, the Estonian legend. Made his way up to F1, all the way through F2. Spent like over one season in F2, I think. Yeah, Testrol was stuck in F2 for a long time. I think Testrol's story also shows that you can be stubborn and get to make it to F1 after like a long time of being what's the word when someone doesn't get the Oscar, like Leonardo DiCaprio a bunch of times before he
I'm
got
not
the
sure.
Oscar. No 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 producer in my ear. I'm not gonna say mid. No, the word, oh yeah, the word I was looking for is snub. Tesla was snubbed for the F1 seat before because he was working hard and he was not getting that F1 seat for a while, okay? But now he's in F1 because he was stubborn and he like waited everybody out. Basically, the new game came out. A bunch of F1 drivers said, "Now screw this game, man. I'm not getting this new game." And then Tesla said, "It's my time." However, that's not being fair because Tesla did make it to F1 before this game came out. So ignore what I just said. By the way, Tesla invalidating, starting another hot lap. So we're gonna stay on board with him because he's at risk of being eliminated. So we care about his time here. Leonard setting provisional pole. That's cool. Good for you, Leonard. But you're probably not getting eliminated here. We don't care about you.
Yeah, Tesla doesn't have ERS, so it seems to be a cooldown lap.
Yeah, Tesla clearly backing out there in sector one. Seems like he
And
was going for it at the start. Benny. Is Benny one to watch?
yeah, I mean, you know, like everyone who has watched before, Benny can be very quick. I don't know how this car is, the Haas. How much? Like, is the car a bit good or? I'm not sure.
Haas is technically sixth fastest. However, I think in the official evaluation is mine, so it's like very close above Alfa Romeo. But like Dan Edwin's evaluation, which he was also helping with the performance evaluation thingy, Dan
Yeah.
Edwin had it as seventh. So it's really a toss up between Haas and Alfa Romeo for the sixth best car.
Okay. Yeah.
So Haas, yeah, should be easily like above, McLaren, AlphaTauri, Williams. But Luke is probably beating Benny here, right? So
Yeah.
not exactly gonna always happen this the way we expect. Benny is so solid though, so consistent usually.
Yeah. Definitely one of the most consistent drivers.
Also consistently like showing up every season, right? Because Benny always seems to be on there.
Yeah.
I'm not like you're not surprised to see like Kagoda and Rulatorn constantly get the seed because they're literally world champions. So it would be weird if they didn't get the seed. Benny, also up there, like not exactly a world champion, obviously, because he doesn't have a championship, but you just expect them to get the seed every season, right? You expect recognition from the TPs to be there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Also, Haas notably just difficult to drive. People always complain. Last game and this game, I believe, the Haas just feels like if you just go by the stats from the game files that we data mined, yeah, it's the sixth best car according to me, seventh best car according to Dan Edwin. It's close, but it will always just like, oh, Kogoda Kogoda invalidating pretty badly there. Should be able to recover. There's lots of time though. I'm not scared for Kogoda to not make it out of the zero, but yeah, it's a notable event that Kogoda messes up a lot this early, I guess. Yeah, I was saying, Haas technically sixth best car, but you ask the drivers and they will say, nah, it's one of the worst cars in the game because it feels horrible to drive, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with AlphaTauri. It's one of the slowest cars. It's the slowest car, I mean. But it feels quite nice to drive for as far
Oh,
as
yeah.
I heard. So like, it's not that it's a horrible car to drive, but it's just slow. That's a problem.
It's a mini Red Bull. It's got good aero. It's also got the same like gearbox as Red Bull. I wonder if that affects how the car feels. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
Do you like technically you're running a team now? Do you like have you tried all these cars a lot? Do you have like your own opinions about like how the Haas feels and stuff like that or no?
Yeah, I mean, since I wanted, like, next season, I want to go maybe drive again. I
Oh, something happening with Seven Echo.
I ha- I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
have
27.3. I thought we're getting like yellow flags from Seven Echo. I switched to him and there's not much happening. But yeah, Seven Echo setting in at least attack them. Anyway, yeah, Julian,
yeah,
you were talking about your experience with the cars.
yeah, like I said, I tried. I mean, I will try getting some seats. So I tried a few cars. I think the Alfa Romeo actually felt quite good. So like I have felt a bit which car is nice to drive and which car is interesting, which you can overperform, because that's the thing with the Williams, like Luke is doing right now. Like it's quite a slow car, but it's at the same time it's decent. So like you can overperform because everyone expects you to be at the back, just like with Tesla and Dixies, you know. So like that's possible.
I guess having a car that feels okay, even when it's slower, that kind of motivates you to practice more, maybe.
Yeah. If it
Maybe
handles
those Haas
horrible, then
drivers
yeah.
find it more annoying and they don't want to practice.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that makes it kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. When a car is annoying, it feels bad to drive, and you're like, "Oh, I'm bad in the car because I don't want to practice.
Yeah.
By the way, Luke up to P5 already in Q2. That's quite a climb. However, right next to Luke, we have Igzish in the AlphaTauri and Taco in the McLaren setting times. 27.3 for both of them. Taco barely 30 milliseconds slower than Igzish. We're going to see Tesla probably put in a pretty good time, as Tesla was impressive in Q1 there with his little 300 IQ strat, retiring early to save tires and making it out, right? Who else? Aryan hasn't set a lap yet. Kagoda and Aryan both are 4.5 rated drivers in SFR, the only ones that season, this season to be driving with that rating. They're probably like fighting for pole in Q3, so not expecting them to get eliminated. Technically, they are in the danger zone right now. Oh, never mind. Aryan is up to P2 already. He's fine.
Cookie had a big
He
snap
has to
there.
win out. Oh,
Yeah,
Cookie.
actually.
Let's watch Cookie. Yeah,
He's on a
I'm
lap.
not watching anyone. I was just in pits for some.
Oh, goes
Yeah,
wide.
Cookie validating now. Cookie might still provide a tow for Alex if he doesn't
Seems
go
like
in.
it.
Are they planning to do that? Yeah, Alex is on an outlap and Cookie invalidated. But if Cookie does not go in, then they can do that tow. The time is running up though, so yeah, okay, Cookie's going in.
He can't risk it.
Oh yeah, Kogoda's on the flyer now. Let's watch Kogoda with like telemetry. That's fun. Producer man, put on telemetry. Yeah, always nice to see one of those top drivers with like telemetry on. See how different like the braking is. The most impressive part of like the most impressive thing you can see on telemetry for me is just like how nice how good they are at trail braking, and how like sometimes they will know not to trail brake in certain corners that where you're just supposed to brake a little. Nice to see that kind of stuff. As we see Kogoda going through Maggots and Beckets and doing exactly that, just like tapping the brakes a little bit. You could see him get to like 40% brakes with a little tap there, and Kogoda is good enough that I can just say, yeah, that was probably like all part of the plan, even though it like looks looks a bit random sometimes in these corners where you're not supposed to brake that much and you just lift a bunch. A bit tentative there on the steering through the chicane. However, P3 nonetheless. Did Kogoda improve there, or was he P3 already and just did not improve barely?
He set his first lap.
Oh, so he improved technically because he had no time.
Yeah.
I get it now. Okay, I was confused by that. I was like, what? Okay, yeah, I get you. So 25.8, 2 times behind Aryan at the Ferrari. Ferrari is on the level with Mercedes. Yeah, they're the same tier. I'm probably just gonna retire now. Probably doesn't want to bother much as it is Q2. What do you think of Dan Edwin? Making it out.
I assume he's gonna. I mean, he could be going through. Normally, he seems quite fast, of course. But like, I don't know. It's gonna be difficult for sure, since Test will look quite decent in Q1. Of course, the Haas also, and even Taco is pretty good lap times right now. So
Tesla on a flyer, by the way. Let's keep an eye on him. Is that Maggots and Beckets? Yep. Yeah, exiting Maggots and Beckets right now. Ooh, getting a tow there from Kogoda. As Kogoda's prepping to go back in. And Tesla weaving through all this traffic to set his time. It's like a movie. I mean, Tesla's climb to F1 was already kind of back up. I don't think Tesla improved there. Did he improve? I don't think that was... Oh, he did improve. Okay, I'm getting info that he did indeed improve. I need to pay attention to the times because half the time they improve or not improve, and I'm like, I didn't check the time. Dan Edwin, we talked about Dan Edwin earlier. He's on a hot lap right now.
Oh yeah.
McLaren is a heavy car, I believe. Or am I mixing that up with Aston Martin?
Sure.
These cars are like super heavy, so it feels bad in corners. I think, right? Am I making that up?
I think Aston Martin is like bad on the straight, if I'm not wrong. But good in corners, so it should be
Especially,
McLaren. Yeah.
I mean, Mercedes engine is very like bad on straights in this game. It also has that awful bug, which doesn't really affect SFR because we don't have Baku on the calendar. If we did, maybe it would affect things, but it also has that bug where, for anyone who doesn't know, you max out at like 351 kph because the rev limiter kicks in for some reason. I did like 351, but that's only if you have very low wings. So if you have lots of top speed with your setup. Then when getting to P8, he's safe out of Q1 now. Benny in P10, barely making it out, and Alex is eliminated. And Aston.
That's not ideal.
That's not as we have Aston Martin TP on the
Live
mic
reaction.
on the hot mic right now. How are you feeling, Aston Martin TP?
Yeah, not ideal, not ideal. Yeah, it's not ideal.
We also
That's
have
all I'm
a Haas being eliminated. Some cars we expected there. Tesco English and the worst car on the grid. Taco barely made it out of
X's
Q1,
jumped
also
P10.
13. Oh yeah,
Benny is out.
English was on the lap. I didn't
Yeah,
even notice English was still on a lap, and
he barely
I
made
said
it
he's
through.
English barely making through, kicking Benny out. We were just singing Benny's praises, talking about how consistent and amazing he is, and Benny does not make it to Q3. Even despite Alfa Romeo not even showing up to the race today. Benny is eliminated.
That's
That's
actually a good lap from X's then.
quite a surprise. Yeah. 27-0 in an AlphaTauri. 8 tenths ahead of Tesla.
Yeah, it's really good.
Tesla, we need more insight in the chat. What happened, man? 8 tenths behind your teammate? Oh, I should mention. Yeah, so Benny, Alex, Taco, Zombo, Tesla. That's people being eliminated. We have an AlphaTauri in Q3. We have a Williams in Q3. That's obviously Luke. You always expect that from Luke now. It's absolutely amazing driver in this season in the Williams. We also have a McLaren in Q3, 10 Edwin. Besides that, it's all the teams you would expect, except for one Aston Martin missing. That's Alex. Got eliminated. Yeah, all the top teams making it. There's probably no drama there with the top teams. I was gonna say Igzish had an injury quite recently. He messed up his leg in a bike accident, and you would expect the performance not to be there for Igzish really, because I don't remember exactly what it was that was messed up with his leg, but he was like considering using a button to brake. That's how much he struggled with the injury, and that was only like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So despite that injury, oh okay, that's some juicy info. We just got word that Pagoda's got a lot of unused tires, 3 sets of soft tires. How is that even possible? Is that even possible? How would he do that? Mediums in Q1? Is that what he did? Oh, okay. So what I just heard in my ear is Kogoda used a set of softs in Q1, then used the same set of softs in Q2. That's what was going on there. So Kogoda pulling a test roll a little bit in quali. Is that Luke out on track? Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Who else is on track? I don't see who's like right next to Luke. Leonard.
And Faiko
Leonard is in
also.
front of Luke. Okay, we'll be watching Leonard as he's played out. Getting a bit cloudy there, but doesn't look like it'll rain in Q3. This weather was dynamic, so we didn't know that was happening. However, next block is going to be the first block for the race in terms of weather, and that's set to cloudy by the host. However, this is cloudy Silverstone, second and third part of the race. There might be a lot of rain. If you set Silverstone to cloudy, that track has like a high chance of raining of it raining, right? And that's what we're seeing, in fact, in Silverstone right now. It's super wet. It's super humid. I just couldn't, in good faith, set it to intermediates because it said like low, like it said it's super wet, but it said there's 0 chance of rain. So I was like, oh, okay. I can't in good faith put it to rain, right? Even though it would be drama and it would be fun. We might see some crazy weather in the race though. On this
Yeah, that's
dynamic
gonna
race.
be interesting for sure then.
They're not kicking off our first hot lap of the session. Those clouds are looming, man. I don't know. Q3 might get cut short here with those clouds.
Yeah, I think they have to be quick. At least it looks like it.
Yeah, it's not. I guess the drivers know because they saw the forecast. So maybe Testo, if you're still listening, please tell us the weather for Q3. We need to know what happened. Oh, I need to cough. Okay, I'm good. Oh, I need to put on lap data. Spectator menu on the keyboard. Do you know like whole times on this track drilling for like top teams?
To be honest, I have no idea. But
Okay. Our producer telling us 25.3 as a guess for
and
as
I
a full
mean,
time for top teams. Sounds legit.
considering Rollatorn was in Q1 and Q2 quite a lot in front, so I assume it's gonna
6.7
be.
from Leonard. It's getting it got more cloudy over that lap that Leonard just did. It got more cloudy, right?
It did, yeah.
Am I making it up? No, okay.
I think it did, yeah.
Yeah, I suspect this quali session might get cut short for real because it seems like drivers are in a hurry as well. Although some drivers not in as much of a hurry as I would expect. Like, why is Daniel still in the garage if you can see that it's gonna rain? He wouldn't do that, right? That would be a mistake.
Yeah.
Maybe it's some sort of like big mind game, like, oh, if I stay here and I go out like last second, then I can catch a lot of clean air or something.
That could
If
be,
it
yeah.
even rains. Assuming it rains. FICO and provisional poll, 25.3, exactly like Cringe predicted there. If that's poll time, then yeah, Cringe was spot on with 25.3. We're good at P3. Red Bull's just going out now on the hot lap. I mean, on starting the hot laps, not literally going out. Ruletorn just started the hot lap. Vodka's sector 2. No? We'll go on board with Ruletorn, the current championship leader, of course, in the top car, top driver in the top car, defending champion as well. Purple sector 1. However, that display can be bugged sometimes, so we cannot trust that often. It do be bugged. Yellow flag on sector 2 because Pagoda is being nice. That's good. Nice to see. Ooh. Wow, Ruledron really not like in cops. It wasn't even like difficult to stay full throttle. Is that a thing now nowadays with these cars?
Let's shoot.
Okay, Cringe updating its prediction of 25.3 to 24.9 as for the pole lap. I do see why you would amend that because Vodka just beat FICO. which is not something you usually see. Jake saying it's true in Twitch chat. What's that about? I don't remember what I asked. Roulette on setting 25.0, getting provisional pole.
Ixie's on a lap now.
Looks like it's not gonna rain, right? Because if it was gonna rain, then they'd still be out, like desperately
Yeah.
setting laps.
Indeed.
So they know from the forecast that it's not raining. We can see the forecast as spectators. For anyone who's confused by me talking about that, we know that it's set the dynamic, and we literally don't know the forecast. However, the drivers can see some kind of like approximate forecast, and it seems that it's not raining in quali at least. It is possible that we see heavy rain in the race with quali set to cloudy at first. Might be interest, might clear up. We might have a dry race as well. We don't know. It could go either way, but in Silverstone, you set it to cloudy, very likely. Some people in pits now gonna go out when track is the most rubbered up. Not that track evolution is a big deal in terms of like per session, if you count like 1/3 of quali as a session. They still want to min-max that because you gotta get every edge you can. Ixich doesn't care about that though, because Ixich is on Q3 and an AlphaTauri and he's ecstatic. He just wants to set laps, have fun, use up the battery. By the way, Ixich running out of battery here. That has to be an in-lap now, right? Yeah, Ixich on an in-lap. Faux show with 3% on the ERS.
Cookie first on an out lap again.
Ooh, yeah. We're gonna be watching Cookie hot lapping. Cookie saw his teammate fall in Q2, so he knows he needs to be the carry. If F1 was a MOBA, Cookie would be top lane carry this race. And Alex would be support, farming the jungle
Yeah.
in Q2. And getting all the good items. So we can pass them on to Cookie. I don't know, I don't play MOBAs.
Yeah.
However, we do run a racing League of Legends, because Kagoda and Rulator, they're kind of legends, right?
That is true.
Now that we have kind of a slower, a less exciting time in this Q3, as almost everyone's in the garage and Cookie's like starting the hot lap, I can remind people who are watching, check out the Stunts channel in the Discord. I need you to get that app, and I need you to get into that Discord so that we can get more deals with the sponsors and we can get more popular easily in the future. Even if you don't care, please just like check that out as a thank you to us for setting the league up and everything. I'm gonna bother everyone about that though in between quali and race, as now Cookie starting the hot lap. We're coming out of sector 1 with DRS on. 2/10 up from his last time. I noticed that myself. Nobody told me in my ear. Nope. That was all me. Going through cops. Full throttle easily. We saw Williams have to like lift in that corner, and Aston Martin was like, nah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have heard from my drivers, of course, that the Aston Martin is, of course, nice. Oh, I see 7/10 up now. I didn't.
Oh, nice spot, Julian.
Yeah, I
Good that
didn't.
you- good
I
that you have an
completely
eye out.
didn't hear it. I completely didn't hear it in my ear.
Good eyes.
What was I on about? Yeah, my drivers.
Cut the car.
Yeah, they said that it's pretty hard to overtake since, of course, the car just goes very slow on straight. So that's not ideal, but yeah. Overall, it's a decent car.
as Cookie says, 25.6, P5 provisionally, and that's his best time he's gonna get. Because now he's out of time.
Yeah.
Who else was right behind Cookie? Was that Leonard?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it was Leonard. Because now he's hot lapping, right?
Yeah, Leonard is improving 310s right now, so.
Oh, going up to cups. I guess the cups thing is also kind of setup dependent. It's possible that Waps set it up for like low aero and high top speed because he wants to play into the advantages of the Williams, right? So he wants
Yeah.
to go nuts on the straights. Ooh, Leonard certainly using all of the track in the first half of Nuggets and Vegas. 6 tenths out there. The UI says purple sector, but that's not always true. That's gonna improve. And Leonard enters the final chicane, and we'll see if he beats Cookie. By the way, on Xbox. Oh no! Leonard. Oh my God! Leonard spinning in the chicane on his final lap. It's over for him. He's gonna be P7 at best, and maybe not even that because he could get beaten by Nuke here. Cookie sees that, has a big smile on his face, and retires with his Xbox controller. Now, is Cookie on the wheel? Is Cookie on the controller?
Controller.
Cookie's a controller. Cookie's on
Go
X.
that.
Wait, the only non-Steam, non-PC. I guess technically FB's non-Steam because he's got the game on EA, but Cookie's on Xbox.
Kagoda, meanwhile, 1/10 up, so it's gonna be close between probably Cookie
Yeah.
and Kagoda.
Kogoda making it out of the chicane now. His final lap. Vodka already set 25.2 and P2 provisionally. Kogoda makes it up to P5 with a 25.6 finally. Wheelthorn on pole, just set it 24.8. Yeah, Cringe's prediction was pretty good. 24.9 he said, so very close. Oh, something happened to Dan Edwin? Oh, Dan Edwin breaking some rules, I hear. Okay, we're gonna see if someone bothers to report that. However, in quali, that's probably not getting a penalty, right? Yeah, because it didn't matter because he made it fast.
I mean, to annoy some people, anyone could be reporting it. But
You can
I'm not
report
saying
it.
I'm going to do it.
Wheelthorn hanging on to that pole. Vodka losing the P2, however, to FICO. FICO also one of the epic, definitely top drivers in the league. P2 now with 25.0. The other pole prediction that we had from Cringe. And Ixish beating Dan Edwin there. Dan Edwin not even with a time. So Dan Edwin struggling there to stay on track, I guess, in the hot laps, right? Like stay in track limits. I just get pinged like 10 million times in Discord, so